Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for virtual back to school night. My name is Miss Valdeweza Good, but the kids know me as Miss V, and I'll be your child's PE teacher for this school year. We're only in week 2 and already the school year has been crazy busy. As if COVID wasn't enough, your poor children have had to deal with crazy weather, fires, and poor air quality. So I appreciate the fact that your kids are logging on daily and they're completing their daily assignments. That speaks volumes for their resilience and work ethic, and we as teachers appreciate the support that you're providing for them at home. These past 2 weeks, we spent a lot of time just getting acclimated with class schedules and housekeeping issues, and as far as completing some of our various PE assignments. We will actually begin our physical activity portion starting Monday, August 31st. This is a copy of my schedule for the year. I teach 4 classes, so I have first period, third period, and A period on Mondays and Wednesdays, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have the freshmen for 4th period. For your viewing pleasure, I've provided a copy of the PVHS daily schedule. I've also included it in my Google site, so if you ever need to access it, it will be there. And it's always in the module for the students in case they get confused with school times and class times. Just wanted to go over a couple of our learning objectives or learning outcomes for this year, demonstrating competence in a variety of motor skills and movement patterns, that they can use concepts and strategies they've learned in movement and performance. They can demonstrate the knowledge and skills to achieve and maintain a health-enhancing level of physical activity and fitness. They can exhibit responsible personal and social behavior that respects themselves, others, and the environment. And they can recognize the importance of physical activity and its impact on wellness, including physical, mental, and emotional health, enjoyment, challenge, self-expression, learning, readiness, and social interaction. So the daily process that I have for the students is that they check their email in Canvas and they check announcements daily. All work that I provide for the week is always posted in the current Canvas module. So it would be dated week 1, quarter 1, week 2, quarter 1, week 3, quarter 1, so on. Here's an example of some of our asynchronous assignments that we have posted in PE. So for example, for the month, we do a weekly quiz on Mondays/Tuesdays, and then they have their choice of fitness activity. On Wednesdays, they always do either Wednesday, Thursday, they'll do a mile, and then they'll upload that photo to us on Canvas, and then they will have various activities. So for example, for next week, they'll do like a research project based on a fitness topic of their choice. And then every week we add a little bit more to the project until they have like a research topic. Then they'll provide an example of a workout, and then they'll share it on the discussion board with each other. We do have quizzes, the weekly quizzes, and all quizzes will precede a required reading. There will be a 30-minute time limit. So if necessary, students with IEPs or 504s, they can make arrangements with me to have additional test time if needed. We did the same type of format last year, and it typically worked for everyone. I didn't have to extend test time, but if I do have to, then I have no problem doing that. Just send me a message. And then all quizzes have a due date of 11:59 p.m. of the date that they've been posted. And quizzes cannot be made up. We look at quizzes as the active participation for the day. So if kids aren't logging in daily and participating with the quizzes, they can't go back and take them. We also do weekly mile runs, and we encourage students to track these runs on a cellular device. We recommend Strava or Nike. Since I have 200 plus students, I have my freshmen using Nike, and I have my 10th through 12th graders using Strava. It varies from teacher to teacher, but basically we have you track your run on these apps, and then you'll screenshot the workout and submit it on Canvas. Students must make arrangements in advance if they can't complete the weekly running assignment. For example, I've had a few parents reach out to me saying that their son or daughter uses their phone, but they don't see them every day. So if that's the case, please send me a message and we can figure out an alternate date to complete the assignment. But we really encourage that they're getting their workouts done on the day that the assignment is due. Our other various assignments include choice of fitness workouts from Canvas. So I will be posting a bunch of workouts that students can follow if they don't have their own workout plans, or if they do, they can do their own workouts. We've done discussion board assignments already kind of get to know you type things, but they will be doing different things where they're interacting with each other throughout the year. We've already done a Flipgrid assignment, which I thought was pretty cool. I had a good time watching the videos and kind of getting to know your kids, seeing their faces. And then they'll have group projects. They do chat activities. We will do Zoom meetings. We won't do them regularly because a lot of the assignments that we have in PE are asynchronous. I don't need to see them in person, doing their fitness workouts. But I do want them to keep a fitness log. They will have like mild challenges on some of the apps that I use. There's an opportunity for them to track their miles for the month. So we can have like leaderboard activities, things like that. They will do some self home assessment tests and then physical fitness testing. So for our freshmen, we do have our 9th grade physical fitness testing, and the state guidelines require that 9th grade students pass 5 out of 6 physical fitness tests, and they're composed of body composition, which is going to be height and weight, push-ups to measure upper body strength, sit and reach will measure flexibility, mile run will measure cardiovascular endurance, the trunk lift will also measure flexibility, and then ab curls, which will measure muscular endurance. So students will be practicing this on a weekly basis, and they'll be submitting their test scores. Every week we'll have a different test, and they can just so they can practice. So when March rolls around, they'll be ready to go for these physical fitness tests. So my makeup work policy, daily assignments are considered classwork and may not be made up. If you know that you're going to be out, please make arrangements in advance if you know you're going to be absent. In the event you're having difficulties connecting to the internet, just try to get a hold of me as soon as possible. Make sure that the students have a copy of my phone number and email address. I've posted it everywhere on Canvas. I've placed it on my website, so they're able to get a hold of me and just to let me know that they're having some type of connection issues. And I'm happy to work with them and, reset assignments in that event, but just make sure that they're being very transparent with me and letting me know what's going on. In regards to our grading policy, all assignments have a point value of usually 10 points. Due dates are always listed on each assignment, and they're usually time-stamped by 11:59 p.m. the day that they're assigned. And then the grading breakdown is going to be 90 to 100% for an A, 80 to 89 for a B, 70 to 79 for a C, 60 to 69 for a D, and then anything lower than that will be an F. The district has added a new component for attendance called engagement. So you may see an N pop up on PowerSchool from time to time for your son or daughter. What that means is that they were not being engaged in class. So every teacher has a different method of how they measure engagement, and it just depends. So keep an eye on that. If you're seeing any N's under PowerSchool for your son or daughter, they're probably not getting their work done. Here's an example of non-engagement for me. So basically, no user activity. If I check Canvas and I see that they're not logging in daily on their designated class day, they're probably going to get an N from me for that day. Being online but not being present. So for example, if we're doing a Zoom call and I call on them and I don't hear anything from them, I'm continuing to call on them and they're not there, their cameras are off. It's really, really hard to gauge engagement when I can't see their faces, I can't hear, their mics are off, and they're not responding. So I would probably give them an N on that. And then maybe they are logging into Canvas, but they're not getting any work done. And that happened a lot last week. So you may have seen some N's on your sons or daughters under PowerSchool. And that was basically that I did see that they logged into Canvas, but we had 2 assignments that were due and they were not completed by Friday afternoon. So that's kind of like my way of giving them a little nudge to get their work completed. So once again, I want to thank you for joining me for back to school night. If you ever have any questions, as always, please email me at tvaldeweza@wccusd.net. I'm happy to help you out and clarify any problems or issues you may be having. And I appreciate you logging in tonight with me. And if you get a chance, please make sure you're filling out the Google surveys that are listed on my website, the parent contact information one, and also the back to school night info. Have a great day, and thanks again.